Hi, everybody. Today we'll deal with a very interesting topic, and this has to do with running a Mathematica code or a Wolfram language code online for free. So let's say you don't have Mathematica's paid subscription, but you still want to run Mathematica codes. It turns out there is a way to do that, and we'll see how do we go about doing that. So you go to you go to wolframcloud.com, you create a basic account. It's free. You can do that. And once you have created your account, you log in, and this is your initial home page, home interface. Here you click New Notebook, and you're good to go. So let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So just as a test, I'll try to plot sin x from, x goes from, let's say, from 0 to, let's say, 2 pi. All right, that's my code, and this is my one and only cell. How do you run this? Well, as usual, it's shift plus enter, and it works, right? The code works. It's all, just fine. Is that all? Well, it turns out that you can stretch things a bit further. You can do more with your basic Wolfram Cloud account. So let's say you have a situation where you have a friend or a collaborator, and they have written an elaborate Mathematica notebook, Mathematica code in a notebook file, Mathematica notebook, so to speak. And you want to run their entire notebook, or rather the code in the notebook, for free on Wolfram Cloud. How do you do that? So for illustration, I have recently created this .nb file, or the Mathematica notebook file. Let's open it. So it's got a bunch of lines, and there are more lines which I've hidden from public view because they are not relevant to the end user. So let me run this entire notebook. How do I do that? You select all the cells by hitting Command A or Control A, and then the same old usual Shift plus Enter. So it runs. And now you can, have this simulation on your computer. It works. So how do you run this on Wolfram Cloud? The first thing to do, let's just clean things up. This is an output simulation over here. I'll clean all the output away. I just want the input lines. So I go to cell, I do delete all output. So the notebook is all clean now. It's got only the input lines. Now I turn all the cells to initialization cells. To do that, I select all the cells by hitting Command A or Control A, and then go to cell properties, hit initialization cell. So they have all been turned into initialization cells, and that is why the background of the cells has been grayed out. Now you save this notebook file as a .m file. Okay, now you can quit this notebook. So here is your .m file. So your friend collaborator has to process this .nb file and turn it into a .m file using the steps I showed just now, and send this .m file to you. And this .m file can be opened in a text editor of your choice. And my text editor of choice is Genie. So I open this .m file in Genie. I've got this, bunch of text. All I have to do is select all the text, copy it, and dump it onto my Wolfram Cloud notebook cell. So I clean this previous input. It's a clean cell now. Don't worry about that graph. It'll go away. And I paste everything. So once you paste everything, it turns into sensible Mathematica code, right? So basically now you have one single cell running from top all the way to the bottom up until here. Now, once you're inside the cell, somewhere, anywhere inside the cell, you again hit Shift plus Enter, and the code will run. There you go. This is the output. Just as before, it works. It's slower because it's not running on my local machine. It's running somewhere on the server on cloud, Wolfram Cloud. It's all in the name. Um, so yeah, it works. And if you want to learn more about Mathematica syntax and language, this is a great resource. This is a great documentation, very carefully curated at reference.wolfram.com/language. So the barriers to entry into Mathematica is quite low. You don't have to have a paid subscription, and the documentation is just, top of the line. Okay, so that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, and I'll see you around next time. Take care.